Blessings, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the channel today. Hope you're doing well wherever you may find yourselves. I'm Dane, your host. Today I'm starting a new series called Box Set Bonanza, and in this new series I will be talking about some of my favorite box sets of all time. There's no ranking, there's no order. I will be talking about box sets I already own and have owned for a while, or I'll be talking about box sets that are relatively new or just purchased. So the whole purpose of this series is to share content, show you what's in them, review them, rate them. Is it worthwhile? That sort of thing. Is it complete? And if not, what else do I recommend? And today's one of those days. I'm going to show you that there's other things I recommend. And is it perfect? So without any further ado, today's box set comes from Sony Music. 2017 is when it was released, and it's the, as you saw from the thumbnail, Sensational Suite, the Brian Connolly years. So you take this off. It says Chapter 1, The Wild Bunch. Anyway, but it's officially called the Brian Connolly years, and there's some live stuff in here. So let's start with, you get a booklet. And I'm not going to flip through everything here, but the booklet I have not read in a while. I got this almost right when it came out. I waited almost too long because I had to buy it from third-party seller on Amazon, but I got it new, thank goodness. I'm a big stickler on that most of the time, not always. So you get the first album, of course, and there are the tracks. Okay, more bubblegum than anything, right? That kind of thing. And then you get, I don't think these are in order, they might be, you get Sweet Fanny Adams, which a lot of tracks made onto the American compilation known as Desolation Boulevard. Okay. Speaking of, you get the British version of Desolation Boulevard. Cover's slightly different. Here's the tracks. Got a lot to pick from there. Some great songs here. Turn It Down, Medusa, Lady Starlight, Man with the Golden Arm, a different version of the album version, different version for the American of Fox on the Run, some subtle differences, a song called Breakdown, and the Who cover My Generation. Got some great bonus tracks here, which I won't read them all, but Burn on the Flame is amazing. Turn It Down, Are You Coming to See Me? And you get two demos, Fox on the Run and Lady Starlight. Next, you have Give Us a Wink, my personal favorite. And you have, let's see, 4 bonus tracks, a Munich mix of Cockroach, a Munich mix of 4th of July, a strung up mix of Action, and a demo of Cockroach. When I was in high school, it took me forever to find this on vinyl, and I finally found a used copy in the Quarter. So there's the track listing. Here's an underrated album. Off the Record, this is where they get into the visual puns. The trilogy of these visual puns would be this one, followed up by this one. Of course, the original album cover here. And then the follow-up to this is not included because it doesn't have Brian Connolly on it, which is cut above the rest. So too small to see the fine print here, but Fever of Love, Lost Angels, Midnight to Daylight, Windy City, Live for Today, fabulous, kind of a homage to the punk scene. She Give Me Lovin' is great. Laura Lee, Hard Times, and Funk It Up, and you have some bonus tracks on here. Then, as I said, you get Level Headed, and this is a moving away from the 2 heavier ones or 3 heavier ones. This is somewhat heavy. Well, this is a mix of heavy and bubblegum pop, right? This is quite heavy in most places, and this is a mixture again, but there's some nice treats on here. This is more pop rock, if you will, kind of some easy listening yacht rock type of things, but I like it. It didn't take me long to grow. I'm listening to this in high school. It didn't take long to grow on me. This has 18 tracks of some killer bonus tracks on here. It's got bonus tracks and new bonus tracks, which I won't read, but Dream On, Love Is Like Oxygen, my favorite, that instrumental piece where the octave keeps changing, goes from acoustic to electric, just fabulous. California Nights, Strong Love, Fountain, Anthem, #1, Lady of the Lake, was my least favorite song, but I'm quite fond of it now. Silver Bird is amazing. Lettres d'Amour, Anthem #2, and then the kind of quirky but odd but lovable Air on a Tape Loop, where Brian's singing the different parts of the early alphabet in the Greek alphabet. And then, so that's all the studio stuff, but you get, this is a great part of this album collection, is the lost singles. So you're getting stuff like Stairway to the Stars, Why Don't You Do It to Me. Some of it repeats from the studio stuff. But anyway, Alexander Graham Bell, of course, is on the original first album. You're Not Wrong for Loving Me is one of the, you can't get on any of the other ones I showed you, I believe. And then you get a live album, The Rainbow, Sweet the Rainbow, live in the UK, 1973. It's quite good. Then you get I Love Thee, Sweet at the Beeb, British Broadcasting Company. And here you have some tracks that you can't get anywhere else. You have Lucille, Great Balls of Fire as a medley, Mr. Businessman, Santa Monica Sunshine, Chop Chop. You have some Who covers, I'm a Boy, My Generation, I Can't Explain. This is a big old medley. That's let me repeat that. Let me start over rather. The Who medley is Substitute, Daddy Rolling Stone, Happy Jack, Pictures of Lily, My Generation, I'm a Boy, and I Can't Explain. And then he do Summertime Blues, Done Me Wrong, All Right. There's some other, those aren't Who songs, of course, but there's some other songs, just kind of reading some of those. There's a Beatles cover, Paperback Writer. This is quite nice. So that's what you get in the box set. In the back, you have a picture of the band. Did I get that right? Yep. So again, the BBC, Live at the Rainbow, Lost Singles, and then all the Brian Connolly discography studio track albums. Now, this is worth getting if you can still get it, because of this primarily, and because you get the British version. Okay, I shouldn't say primarily. All of this that I've just presented to you is worth having, and I'm trying to find which of these has Cover Girl on it. It's a single B-side. It's in here somewhere. But I highly recommend. You may have trouble getting it. It's came out 6 years ago, 6.5, so maybe 7, close to 7. But if you can find it from a third-party seller, especially unopened, I highly recommend it. It's that good it's that worthwhile to have if you're a Sweet fan. Now, is it complete? No, because it doesn't have the post-Brian Connolly stuff. I'm not a big fan. I had Cut Above the Rest on vinyl as a teenager. Listening to it now on YouTube, it doesn't really do much for me. There's a song or two. I could download those easily. The stuff after that does almost nothing for me. If I'm in the mood to listen to a particular song, then I'll just YouTube it, that sort of thing. So it's not complete. Is it perfect for what you have here? No, and here's why. So here is my 2-disc version of the first album, because it contains the early years, which is a separate CD that you used to get by itself, which has Slow Motion, It's Lonely Out There, Lollipop Man, Time, All You'll Ever Get From Me, The Juicer, Get on the Line, and Mr. McGallagher, which is not in the box set. So I needed to get this too because I wanted these songs. I like them. In addition, as far as live material goes, Sweet, live in Denmark. This is, 1976. So, and I already owned, before I bought this box set, I already owned the British version. Of course, they have the American as well. I had this on vinyl. So there's the 2 different versions, if you will. And as luck would have it, like 2 weeks after I buy the British version of this, the box set comes out, and that's when I almost grab. That's around the time I grab it. Now this next one, I don't think that you need, except if you want live material like I do. This came into print about 6 or 7 years ago. This has a live album, and then it has a studio album, which is essentially a greatest hits called, well, it's just CD2 studio album. So this is called Strung Up by Sweet. Used to be able to get this on vinyl back in the day. Cool album cover too. And then I got this as a gift, but everything on here I pretty much have, probably everything. It's called Sweet Action, The Ultimate Story. And let's see. Call Me is on here. Coco, Fever of Love, The Lies in Your... Yeah, this is all stuff that I own already, but it was a gift, so I'm not going to get rid of it, even though I'm not the type of person, as you've seen from previous videos, to keep something if I already have it as a duplicate, but because it was a gift, and it's kind of cool to throw in the car and, you know, not have to pull out stuff if it's something on here I want to listen to. So anyway, tell me what you think. Are you a Sweet fan? Yes, no, in between. You like some of their stuff. Do you own this box set? What do you think of it? That kind of thing. And if you're going to go out there and research, post in the comments later if you're able to find it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. Take care now. Bye.